Bonjour and ahoy. Last night, our guests were treated to a cocktail at Joffin Palace, where they networked and continued the conference conversations. Here are the highlights from day 3. This morning, the GLOBSEC Young Leaders Forum came full circle with a final discussion with Chief Editor of SME, Beata Balgova, and Professor Kaz Müde about the inability of democratic forces to form a united answer to populist actions in light of recent and upcoming elections in CEE, and the threat technology and AI poses to the ability of media and democratic politicians to reach and mobilize their audiences, especially women. Against the backdrop of the ongoing stalemate and even active demolition of seemingly toothless multilateralism these days, the panel provided some viable and creative starting points from where the next generation of multilateralism could begin to form. In cooperation with T-Mobile, a timely Geotech Summit side session addressed the urgent need to build resilience into critical infrastructure in an era marked by hybrid threats and cascading disruptions. It explored how governments and industry can strengthen collaboration, improve crisis response, and safeguard continuity across vulnerable sectors. On the Schwarzenberg stage, amid sluggish growth and ruthless global competition, the panel underlined critical structural reforms addressing capital market fragmentation and regulatory overreach. With the onslaught of attacks on journalists and challenges to consuming reliable information accelerated by AI progress, representatives of European media organizations explored ways journalism can interact and engage with digital tools in a productive way to enhance the integrity of the information space. Reflections on the aftermath of the latest military confrontation between Israel and Iran continued with a GLOBSEC chat featuring the diplomatic advisor to the president of UAE, Anwar Gargash, who emphasized that force is not a constructive way to transform the Middle East, where the entire region needs to exit a recurring pattern of conflict. Shifts in the delicate balancing act that is the Middle East were further explored in a session which presented the changing perceptions of where the danger in the region is coming from and lamented the loss of a hopeful course. GLOBSEC President and founder Robert Vash closed out the conference with gratitude for the community GLOBSEC has built in the last 20 years, and a call not to defend the old world, but to modernize and chart a new course defined by Europe's boldness and resolve. And just like that, the 20th edition of our flagship conference is in the books. The second edition of the Geotech Summit ended with vital insight into critical questions of European competitiveness, tech adoption, and the urgent resilience and security of the continent. The summit brought together key stakeholders from the public and private sectors and showcased the insightful and engaging policy recommendations of the center's output. Over the course of the last 3 days, this year's GLOBSEC Forum has delivered on its promise to elevate Europe's ability to step up and chart an impactful position in a chaotic world. Despite this success, we are not resting on our laurels. Our team is already back at work, looking to raise the bar even higher. From the 2025 GLOBSEC Forum at the Hilton Prague, this is Roger Hilton signing off.